Hey everybody, this is Mo Trader here, and this is gonna be a trade recap. I tried to record, my computer was slow, so I had to shut it down actually. So I couldn't really do live trading today, but I'll explain to you exactly what happened today. So if you watched my watch list yesterday, it was posted on YouTube, and this morning on my Twitter. This thing had a pretty ramp back up towards that 22, pulled back, and then kind of started holding that VWAP. So I was looking for either a gap up or a gap down for me to base my either short or long on it. So what happened to this, it gapped down. So it gapped down right here, bounced, and then started coming back down. That's when I got in short. Now I did one mistake there. Because I saw the range yesterday, right? I failed to realize this is actually a slow mover. So I was like 9 cents to here from my entry. So anyways, I trailed this. I got some profits out, and then I was trailing the 9 all the way down. Started popping here, took some off, and then it popped more over the VWAP, kind of held the VWAP, started coming back up. That's why I took everything off. So that was a pretty nice trade, but from 41, like the lowest here was like 05. So we're looking at a little bit over 30 cents. Anyways, this was the first trade of the day. The second one was Weight Watchers, WTW. WTW had a pretty big pop back up, and today was popping. Now I did a mistake here because I was trying to anticipate the pullback, right? You can see this thing did not pull back here. So what happens is it put this lower high, short it. I didn't take any profits. This thing comes back up, and I had to take it off. So I took it off. This thing popped, and I'm like, it is what it is. Second, it popped to that 56. I was really watching it. I wanted this to actually come down. So what happens here? It gave a pretty nice short signal. So I actually shorted it with, if this thing goes over the highs, I'm gonna long it. And this is exactly what happened. I got stopped out on my short, and I longed it. I caught this move to the upside. So that was a pretty nice gain on WTW. NETE, this was a mistake too. Now this thing popped and I started holding the 12. So what I was looking at is actually long this, and I'll give you another example where you can see it. So when I got in, my position was red. I actually shorted. I hit the wrong hotkey. So I quickly flipped long, and this thing just stopped me out. So it did not work. So I took a loss on short and a loss on a long. So it is what it is. Stuff happens. Technical stuff happens. My biggest winner of the day was ALDR. Now this thing ramped up today, right? Kind of opened exactly where it closed yesterday. Ramped up. Started holding that 12. That 16 right there. You can see started curling back up, curling back up. I was literally staring at it, and I didn't take any action. I didn't take it long, whatever. Then this thing popped, and I'm like, what I was doing? I was really staring at it. This thing pulls back to VWAP here. It holds a high low and starts curling back up over the 20, and I took it long. Took it here before it actually reaches that 16. I took some off. Usually I take off at the high day, but since this thing is just ripped on volume, and I'm like, okay, this thing looks like it wants higher. So I took half right here. It was a pretty nice gain from my entry, which is, you can see it's pretty low risk comparing to my first target. So I took some off, and then it started basing on that 70. I'm like, nice, this thing is gonna go. So it started curling back up, and boom, started ramping. I took some off at the 79, so it's like on this candle right here. Took some on the 79, then kind of started coming back down. I'm like, if this thing makes like a flag, this can continue to the upside. You can see this thing kind of started holding high lows and then failed the high lows. I actually took off the rest of the position. So that was a pretty nice gain. You can see from 1650s to 1780s. That was a pretty nice gain. And I was staring at it here right again, but this was almost the lunchtime, so I'm like, you know, I don't really like it. And look at it, now went to 1860. Or if I actually held my just little bit from my entry right here, that would have been nice. I actually thought about it. I'm like, just leave a quarter for that 17. But because I wasn't, because I had the NETE mistake and I had the watt short loss, I just wanted to be comfortable. So ended up the day with 527.50 cents today. It is what it is. Good day anyways. Well, thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions, as usual, let me know. And I'll see you later, guys.